Drum.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a true showdown between two of the NFL's best teams. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Packers under the lights on Monday night.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there. We don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So
here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Football. With Dory Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Short side option here. He's running left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 41. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
We're on here with Will Shipley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And the Packers and a 50 DB out there for this 3rd down play. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The Eagles inside the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
He's got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in 1 play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Receiver in motion, going left. Throwing here, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. The kick by Hopkins is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Packers. They stick with Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. First down throwing for Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the pistol, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They'll motion Smith left. First down, a run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Handoff now to Shipley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Barkley trying this up the gut, and he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still second down.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. Juke the defender. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
They'll come up 1st and 10. On the give, here's Shipley. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Eagles go up by 12. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles bump the lead up to 13 points. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake, it's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get 38 out of the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Running on first here with Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's got it! And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
At the 5-yard line.
Shotgun now for Love. And he will score! Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers start to fight back with their first points of this game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Quay Walker. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here we go, 2nd and 9. This one finds Goddard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Saquon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Here's Hurts. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Jukes out a one-stop. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
1st down, ball at the 36. Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Buys time, rolling right. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He's got to gain a 6 there. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They run it with Saquon. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Hurts looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts to throw. It's his running back.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36. He's on the move. Now he takes it, and he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now Hurts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Back to throw, Hurts. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Hurts throwing again. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Hurts now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Another try following the sack. He just throws this one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So as we reach halftime, we see the visiting Eagles taking a lead into the break. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home. Tua Tagovailoa leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. Gets to space right side. Has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers find their way to 6. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And they'll take the lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line. The Packers returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Love out of the shotgun. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. They stick with Jacobs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. This time it's a passing play. Complete out to the right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Jacobs running behind center. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Completes this one to Kraft. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play fake, it's Love. Throwing deep for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And the kick by Folk is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Quay Walker. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Sending a receiver left. From the 32. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, a run with Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Hurts. Has a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Shipley. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni saw that play clock running down as he hurries to get a timeout called. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's into the hands of Barkley. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Running back sent in motion. Yeah, Nick Sirianni saw that play clock running down as he hurries to get a timeout called. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing here, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Hurts. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Here's Saquon. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picked up 6, has him close, 3rd and goal from the 2. Gunner gives to Shipley, and he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job, and this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
He stopped on the return of the 27. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Great catch on the sideline there. Oh, wait, tried to toe tap, thought he had it. Oh, no, they're calling it incomplete. Great effort, but just couldn't get the feet in. They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 41. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Eagles.
Hurts to throw. This one finds Goddard. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the pistol, Hurts. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Eagles trail by just 1. First and 10, here's Hurts. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This only a chip shot from the right hash. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Yards on the play. That's good for the Green Bay Packers.
And they spike the football as we get down under 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here he is to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Sidney Brown on the coverage.
Now to throw. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
And he gets it spiked. 20 seconds left to play. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. On first down, Hurts. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Trying again following the sack. Trying to push it deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Packers make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So this is a Packers win. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.